Hello, and thank you for watching Team Franco Bodybuilding Journal number 5. It is now middle of June, and it's been a little more than a month since our last journal entry for the video here. I have a lot to catch up on, so I'm going to make this a two-part journal, and the first part, which you are now listening to, is going to be about the clients and their recent success in the bodybuilding show that just took place last weekend and the upcoming shows throughout this summer. We had a great time leading up to this show. It was in Delaware, June 13th, the OCB Eastern Seaboard, and I had 5 clients in the show. I had 1 male bodybuilder, Aria, 4 women competitors, 2 of which were bodybuilders, Bridget and Marianne, and 2 figure competitors, Lisa and Nicole. All of them are different types of people. They had a little bit different types of prep for their different types of bodies. But the one common thing they had, they all made improvements since their last show. If their last show was last month or last year, they all made such gains that it was a success for each and every single one of them. And the best part, we had a couple first places and some high placing, so that always helps. Now, let me just go through, because I was just really excited with everyone's results for the show. The show was well ran, it was quick, it was easy, it was close to 50 competitors, which is a nice number for a non-pro qualifying OCB show, and it was tight. The competition was great, and it was just a whole lot of fun, and it was just fun being part of the group, being backstage, even though I was not on stage. The first competitor that I want to talk about, his name is Aria. He came to me about a couple years ago. He pretty much just wanted to learn how to pose. I helped him out with that. Last fall, he did a local smaller show. Didn't really give him too much diet advice or anything, but just put a nice routine for him together. And then last fall, after that, he hired me, and we've been working together since basically maybe October of last year. He more or less was one of the better men in the whole entire contest, and his results showed it. He had a first place tall in the novice, in which he ended up winning the overall for the novice class, which was really great. And then he won his class for the open tall. And with that, he was up against 2 other guys. They all had great physiques, a little bit different than one another. But unfortunately, he did not take the overall title, but this gave him more drive. I mean, I just got an email from him, and he's more excited to hit the stage next month. I'm really, really happy with his progress, with his results. He brought up his legs, which need a little bit more bringing up. His arms definitely came up, and I'll tell you, when he hits a lat spread, it's one of the best. It's pro value. He will be on the pro stage within a few years, and his age of only, I think he's 27, 28, it's incredible. I wish I had this muscle thickness at his age. So Aria did a fine job, and I congratulate him. And he, like the others, you can see their posing routines or stage walks on my YouTube page and or the teamfrancobodybuilding.com. I'm working on that right now as far as their pictures and videos. And hopefully within the next 2 weeks, we'll have their profiles up. So let's move on to the women. First and foremost, I like to talk about Lisa. Lisa competed last month in the NGA show. It was a warm-up show for her, but she actually won her class last month. Well, this time around, she was a different person. She was one of the most leanest, most muscular figure competitors in the show, and sometimes that can hurt you, depending on how the judges feel that day. She did win her Masters 35 plus. She got second in her open class, which, of course, I'm going to be biased. I thought she should have taken it, and she would have taken the whole show. But, depending on that day, what the judges are looking for is what you have to deal with. But the goal was to look better, and she did. It's just a matter of contest time that she's going to be winning. And she has that pro physique. She's got some things to build up upon, but her lower body and her back is second to none. She got to bring up her shoulders a little bit, maybe a tad bit leaner, but second to none. And I was really proud of her hard work. On to the next figure girl that competed last weekend was Nicole. Nicole is a newbie. Even though she's already has a show in her belt and a couple second place finishes, she's still new at the game, and she's growing. Okay, she's got one of the perfect outline figures, basically really nice balance, and that's due to her hard work this past winter. she brought up her back width. I was really happy with that. She definitely gained a couple pounds, 2 to 3 pounds lean body mass. So her back definitely filled out, and she's only going to get better with each contest with the muscle maturity, because she's, you know, on the younger side as far as competing. And with a couple more shows under her belt and just more time, you know, that's what you really can't control. You just have to keep on pressing forward, and she will be winning. You know, she's got that look. Her posing was one of the best in the shows, and her figure walk was on fire. So I really congratulate Nicole. And her plan, she'll definitely compete again later this year. Now on to the women's bodybuilding. I assisted and did some online prep with a woman named Bridget, a bodybuilder. She, you know, I give her a lot of credit. I mean, we started working together a few months ago. She's competed before, and she really pressed forward, and her upper body was just super lean. She needed more time to get her legs in, but this, again, was a warm-up show for her. Again, the judging was not, you know, per se what I figured it should have been, but who knows. She knows that she made great improvements, and she pressed forward, and she looked fantastic, and also put on a great routine. Last but not least is Marianne. Now, Marianne is my wife, as most of you know, and she did the show, and it's, you know, she's the type that's been working out off and on for many years, as long as we've known each other, and dieted off and on. And well, this past 5 months, she put a great string together of workouts and prepping. And she just did everything right. She was patient. She lost a significant amount of weight while changing her body composition. Her posing was spot on. Her routine was fantastic. I was really proud of her as far as being on the stage and overcoming that fear. And you can also see her routine on YouTube.com on my page. And the neat thing that, you know, I've known her for 10 years, I didn't know how competitive she was. She was competitive within herself and competitive as far as wanting to place better. And with that, she's going to be competing next year, without me pressing her or pushing her. You know, this is what she wants to do, and I will push her harder this time. And she definitely has, you know, the genetics to really do well in women's bodybuilding, which is great to see, because as we know, women's bodybuilding has been not as popular lately. So let's hope for a nice push in that. This coming month, I do have one more client competing. His name is Sam. He's a teenager. He's first time around. We've been working together since the winter time. He's lost a significant amount of weight while maintaining his muscle. He will do great in his first show, get that under his belt, and he will continue to compete. So I'm real excited about that. He's doing an NPC local show next Saturday. And then we got a little break. You know, not too many people are competing in July. I did start it. 2 new women this month, but they're not going to be competing until August, and that seems to be when the contests are picking up again, because I know for sure I got 2 guys, Aria and Jim, going to be doing the OCB Presidential Cup, and then there's my show in August, the end of August, which a few people will be entering, and then again in the fall. You know, it was this, again, I was just, to summarize this past weekend, it was a great experience. And I just want to thank everyone, each individual, for letting me be a part of their contest prep and helping them along. And I give them a lot of credit, because one of my pet peeves when it comes to contest prep or just trying to get some progress and results is not having the patience. It's always trying to do or tweak your diet week in, week out. I've learned through my experience in the bodybuilding world, you know, competing for since 1990 and now prepping clients for almost 10 years, that you have to give your body a chance. And these people trusted me, and they gave their body chances and gave it time without going crazy balls to the wall to start with, and eased into the diet, and they all had great results. Don't make it harder than it has to be. That's the bottom line. That's it. Plan ahead, be smart, be grounded, and the results will come, and you'll be surprised. So that wraps up this video journal number 5, and specifically just wanted to talk about my clients and their recent success and what's going to be happening. I will do a second part for this journal. Pretty much will cover my contest prep, my posing class coming up, and also my show coming up. So I'll be getting that right out to you. But Any questions, feel free to email me at fitfranco@verizon.net. Please join the forum that can be found also on my teamfrancobodybuilding.com page. It's blowing up, more members every day. It's just a lot of great topics, a lot of great people. So if you're interested in talking about bodybuilding, supplements, food, what have you, please join. The conversations are really nice and they're really picking up. So till next time, I'll talk to you. Thanks.